Welcome. We are your hosts, Chris and Tammy.
In this podcast, we dive into the mindset for networking strategies and skills you'll need to build a solid foundation to build a global business.
We've built a multi-million-dollar business and have mentored thousands of people around the globe in the last 25 years.
So we're going to talk a little bit about how they work. How do affirmations work? I mean, that was something that Chris and I, when we were new, kind of learning all of this, even though we weren't there in our mindset, the moment we started to focus on some positive things, we were surprised on how everything was drawn to us. It was like, wow, negative or positive, things start to come to you. And so that's why it's critical to have a positive outlook, because affirmations are really thoughts and words that were, suggestions that are coming to us. And whether it's positive or negative, you start to attract it into your life. And when we got that, we realized that if we would focus on what we want rather than what you don't want, then things start to come into fruition. So by feeding those positive thoughts and suggestions into your subconscious mind, you build that positive energy, that excitement, that optimism, that you just have this different attitude when you go out there. It's like when you're walking down the street and you're in such a good mood and you're smiling and people see that, and it's contagious. And when you say to somebody, "Hey, how was your day?" and they say, "Oh, it's not so bad," or "It's okay," and you go, "Fabulous." And people are like shocked to hear that, right? But it's energy, and people are attracted to that. So it's consistently injecting that positive energy into your thoughts, into your subconscious, and that's going to build a lot of trust, and it produces similar thought patterns when you're doing this. So always out there with that positive mindset, it's going to give you courage to go out and talk to people. Some people, they're not, they don't easily connect with people. It can start with something really small. Just go smile, say hello to somebody. And that alone is going to bring some excitement into their day. People are going to smile back and they're going to say hello, and they're like, "Oh, I'm having conversations now." It's just sometimes the littlest things can build up to the biggest things and people get total transformations when they do that. And Chris and I really, really got this stuff. When we weren't making the big money in our profession, then we're like, "Oh, well, maybe if we put out, I am earning whatever it is, the amount that you want to attract into your life, and I keep repeating this to myself in a positive way, then things are going to come to me." And sure enough, bang, that number came. We had to keep changing the numbers, and we continually change the numbers.
Your subconscious mind will accept these positive suggestions. Even at the beginning, you feel it's a lie. It's not true. It's not reality. You're humans. I mean, we're unfortunately, I wish sometime we can just switch the flick the switch and immediately just forget about all the negativity. But human beings are not like that. We need a reoccurrence of a repeated pattern to change the pattern. You probably heard the expression that it takes about 23 days or 21 days to develop a habit. That's where this comes from, right? Consistently injecting positive ideas into your subconscious builds trust and proceed into similar thought patterns. What's happening is the repetition. And this is what we want to tell you here tonight. So this is how these work. It's the repetition. The positive mindset will give you strength and courage and belief in yourself and pursuing your dreams. These are things that are very and so important. Most people tend to start, but then they get distracted by the noise, by the drama that's going on in the world. by the TV, by the news, by what's going on with my wife, my husband, my kids, whatever. And then you constantly get derailed. So how does it work is to constantly, it's like training, brushing your teeth every day, twice a day. Well, I suggest should be at least twice a day. So these are habits that you absolutely want to maintain. So why should you use affirmation? Well, in fact, the scientific and even the medical studies have been conducted to prove effective affirmation. This is not some frou-frou, just, out of nowhere witchcraft, right? This has been scientifically validated. And I'm sure you heard of that. Students who use affirmation daily perform better academically compared to those who don't. Same thing with basketball players, hockey players. They constantly repeat the scenarios in their head. It's the same thing for your business. Okay, your network marketing business, you need to repeat the results that you're living, that you're witnessing in your mind as if it's actually happening.